Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for the GMAT. We have been solving GMAT math problems out of this book here, GMAT Review, the official guide, the 13th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. The problem that we are about to solve is the one that you will find at the very bottom of page number 153. Page 153, today is our lesson number 13. Question number 12 on page 153, the very last question. It says, the number of cars, turn to the page and read the question to yourself. The number of cars sold at a certain dealership on 6 of the first 7 days were, and these are the number of cars that are sold: 4, 7, 2, 8, 3 and 6. If the number of cars sold on the 7th day, was either 2, 4 or 5, then the question is, for which of these three values does the median equal to the mean? For which of these three values would the median equal to the mean if the 7th value turns out to be either 2 or a 4 or a 5? So that's what it is. It's a very straightforward, very simple question dealing with the concept of the mean and the median. Let's get going. Here's the solution. Let's start with 2. So here's the 2, this 2 right here, and then we're going to write all of these numbers in order. So we have a 2, then we have a 3, then we have a 4, then we have a 6, a 7 and an 8. Ordinarily I would have put a check mark on top of each other, or I would have simply crossed them out completely, which is what you should be doing, but I was being lazy because I want to use the same. I don't want to rewrite them because we're going to have to do them 2 more times. So make sure you put some sort of marking so that you don't miss anything, especially when you're trying to figure out the median, and when you have to make sure that you arrange them in proper order. So put some sort of indication that that number has been used, that number has been already employed, so that you don't miss anything. So there are 7 of them, which makes our life easy. 3 on the left hand side, 3 on the right hand side. The median is 4. Let's find out the mean. The mean of this 7 number, in order for the mean to be equal to the in order for the mean of these 7 numbers to be equal to the median, the sum of this 7 number would have to be 28, because 28 divided by 7 equals 4. The sum has to be 28. Let's put it here. In order for the median to be equal to mean, sum the sum of these 7 numbers would have to be 7 times 4, or 28. Because there are 7 of them, and the average, and we want average to be 7. So all we have to figure out is whether or not the sum of this number is 28. Let's find out. We're going to do it very quickly. I need a cap for my black marker before it gets too dry. There we go. Well, here we go. Let's find out the sum. I see a 4 and a 6, that's 10. I see a 3 and a 7, that's 10. I see 2 and a 8, that's 10. That's already 30, and then the plus 2, this is 32. That's too much. That's too much. The sum is 32. We want the sum to be 28, which means 2 is not the answer. What does it imply? It implies that, let's see, where can I squeeze the answer choices? Here are the 3 answer choices: A, B, C, D, and E. 2 doesn't work. 2 does not work. Now before you try, these are called 1, 2, 3 problems. 1, 2, 3 problems where they give you 3 statements and you have to find the right combination. And most people in this scenario end up working with all of those three scenarios and then have the right combination and then look for which answer matches their answer. Don't do that. Do one at a time and eliminate the impossible answers. So based on the work that we have done so far, we do not know what the right answer is, but we know what the wrong answers are. The wrong answers are anything that contains Roman numeral 1. Because Roman numeral 1 is the 2. This is Roman numeral 1. So let's see what answer choices have 1 in them. We can cross out C and E. C and E are gone. We don't know what the right answer is, but it's not C or E. Let's work on the second one. Let's work on the second one. Let's do 4. Is the 4 the next one? Yeah, let's do 4. So again, we have our 2. Then we have the 4 that we are using here, this 4 right here. And then we have a 4 from the list. And then we have, oh, see, I left out 3. Lost it. You see, I left out 3. Damn it. 3, and then the 4, which is this guy right here, and then the 4 that they give us, and then 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8. In this case, the median is going to be middle guy right here. This is the median. Turns out that the median did not change. Median did not change because all we did was, listen carefully, the reason why the middle guy has not changed is because we had 3 on the left hand side, 3 on the right hand side. All we did was, before when we used 2, we had instead of 4 we had a 2 here. So we replaced a 2 with a 4. That's all we did. We replaced the 2 with the 4. 4 ended up on the right hand side of the 3, but it doesn't change the fact that there are 3 on this side and 3 on that side. It does not affect the median. Median is still 4, which means the sum of these 7 numbers has to be 28 again. The sum of these 7 numbers is bloody well not going to be 28, because last time we found out that the sum was more than 32. Now it's going to be 2 more even, because we're replacing 2 with a 4. So if the sum was more than 28 before, obviously sum is more than 28 now. It's 2 more even. So the sum this time is going to be, before it was, I believe, 32, now it's going to be 34. Sum is going to be 34. And you can very easily see that the sum is going to be 34. Watch this, it's very easy. 8 and 2 make 10, 4 and 6 makes 10, 7 and 3 make 10, so it's 34. You see, we're looking for a sum of 28. It's not going to work. Now, what that means is that any answer choice that contains number 2 is also wrong. 4 does not work. Let's cross out all the answer choice that has Roman numeral 2 in it. A is gone. And E is gone. Voila! And E is gone. Oh, E was already gone. D says 2 and 3. D is gone. The answer is B. The answer is B. That's it. We are done. We are done with this thing. Last thing I'm going to do now. Last thing we're going to do is let's just quickly verify. Let's quickly verify that B is in fact the answer. B says 3 only, and the 3 was 5. You see, this was Roman numeral 3. So if we put 5 in there, so we'll have 2, we'll have 3, we'll have 4, and then we put in our 5, and then we'll have 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8. Now you can very easily see that all of these numbers are consecutive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 of them on the left hand side of the 5, 3 of them on the right hand side of the 5, and since they are all equally spaced, they don't have to be consecutive. As long as they are equally spaced, you can have 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, and 30. As long as they are equally spaced, the mean, the average is going to be the middle number. Average is going to be the middle number, which of course is same as the median. So it does work. Here, the mean and the median are the same because they are both the number right in the middle, which is 5. And the reason why, one more time, why the mean is 5 is because they are equally spaced. That's it. For example, if somebody asks you what's the mean of 37, 47, and 57, Oh, they're equally spaced. They're spaced by 10 units. Therefore, the mean is going to be this. If you don't believe me, do it out and convince yourself that the average of 37, 47, and 57 is in fact 47 because it's right in the middle and they're equally spaced. What's the average of 7, 17, 27, 37, and 47? What's the average of these 5 numbers? Again, they're equally spaced, so the average is 27, which is also the median. That's the case here. We'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye now.